Welcome back, family. I want to welcome everybody. Thanks to all the new subscribers and everybody that promoting this channel and everybody that building it up. I really appreciate the love. Without you, I won't be here. I won't be encouraged to be on YouTube, and I really, appreciate all the love. Especially shout out to all the other YouTubers that you know sending subscribers my way, and all these things. I really appreciate it. YouTube not all about subscribers. It's all about it's passion, it's knowledge, it's a whole lot of different things. People get on YouTube and do different things. But thanks. My kind of thing is focused on a whole lot of education and educate each other. So I really appreciate it. And this video actually is dedicated to this sister. A sister of mine. She just went to Gambia and having fun and showing sharing knowledge, and I really love all the videos you're doing. I really been busy lately, so I'm not really active in commenting, but I do listen to it a lot. And so not forgetting my sister too in Liberia on the farm thing. I watch your videos too, and I can't wait. It's just a little small thing left that holding me back. So by the time that's ready, hey, I'm out of here. So anyway, talking about you commented on gun control in Liberia. I think gun is already controlled in Liberia just by disarming, the fighters and all that after the President Charles Taylor. There may be some guns here and there in the country. You never know because it's a war. It was a war-torn country, so some people maybe still have guns somewhere and maybe some other things. But I believe in having guns, to be honest. And because if we talk about people say gun kill people, I tell you no, people kill people because people been killing people before even gun was invented. Before gun even came about, um, before even the first bomb was made or whatever, before the first pistol, a handgun, a rifle was made, there were people killing people, poisoning, arrows, knives, sticks, and you can name. So there's so many ways to kill somebody without a gun. Look at Rwanda, the Tutsi and all this stuff that slaughter each other with machetes, and slaughter and try to wipe an entire tribe. And look at during Shaka time, like the spears and and people have brought cannons and all these things. So people still gonna have guns no matter what. People still gonna kill people no matter what. And so the gun control thing is more of to me it's more like a something like La La Land. For example, if you look at the gun control in America, I mean, if you got money, you're gonna have a gun. To be honest, I don't care how they ban gun. If you ban gun, you just banning gun for people who follow the Constitution, who live by rules and regulations. So some of us out here, we got our gun legit through the system, which is you go get a permit. They ask you these questions and everything you answer. And I don't know if they really evaluate people to know your mental. They do a little test on your brain or whatever to know. They don't do all that, but you go through the system, so the government know you got guns. The government know the legit owners, gun owners. The government know you. So if you let's say you make gun illegal right now, right? You take all these laws abiding citizen guns from them. Now, criminals, which is people who have guns illegally that commit crime, will be happy. Why? Because they can run up in your house now. You shouldn't have a gun. If you're a law abiding citizen, you shouldn't have a gun. People run up in your house, you're gonna call the police. How fast the police gonna get to you before these people let up off rounds at you, shoot your people, kill your people or whatever? Then you can't do anything about it. You sit there and cry and wait for the police to come take your body or whatever. But if you got guns, in the country, the first thing, it will be hard for a country to be, which is America, like America, to be invaded by any other country because every American kind of eligible to have a gun. So let's say Liberia now. If every Liberians growing up in Liberia went through military training or maybe ROTC, had gun knowledge about gun and shooting and all that, Liberia is never going to get invaded. Liberia is never going to, the genocide and all those things were being committed in Liberia is never going to happen. But people weren't educated when it comes to guns. People weren't, people were afraid when they said guns. People were, you know, because the war in Liberia actually killed a lot of civilians. That's it. They didn't really kill soldiers like that. It was civilians that they were killing. So if these people knew how to, you know, use the weapons and all that, there were going to be less casualty in Liberia. That's what I think. That's what I believe. So if you got 5 million people in Liberia right now know how to use guns really good, right? People not going to take advantage of people. People not going to fight people in that way, like the way it happened back then. People weren't going to just be afraid of gun. When you shoot a gun, everybody run away because people are going to be used to guns. So they're going to be able to stand their ground and protect themselves against any invading forces. You see what I'm saying? Gaddafi did that, Libya. That's why it was so hard to get Gaddafi out. That's why it was so hard to just run up in Libya and invade. It had to be done in a way where it's a whole different topic. I'm not going to get into it. But if you look at how they call him, Thomas Sankara, he was trying to do the same thing to have everybody in Burkina Faso or Upper Volta to be able to carry an AK-47 to be able to protect themselves. So it will have to be done from inside. The killing or the murderer of Thomas Sankara was done from within, which is his brother, his tight right hand man. So it's not about the gun. It's about what tool that they're utilizing to kill. You see what I'm saying? So people tend to be afraid of guns so much that they don't understand. Like a gun will sit here and never go off until you touch it, cock that gun, bullet, a bullet get in the how to call it, in the barrel or whatever, and you let it out. You hit and the hammer hit the bullet or whatever, then fly out and hit somebody. So it takes process to for a gun to go off. Guns just don't go off like that. It takes time and so many different things to be able to shoot it. You got to think and all these different things. So people kill people with knives. People kill people with poison. Like I said, people kill people with so many different things. The only thing I think you should educate people more about the weapon instead of just shunning it and just hiding it away. Because we got people out here that kill people with their bare hands. They got karate fighters. They got people who know how to. People are walking weapons. So it's kind of when I'm for guns, to be honest. So I will give you so many good things that guns could do instead of the bad things that gun could do. So everybody have a different, point of view. So I won't really. This is not more like an argument. It's just my point of view. So gun control is great. Controlling who can have guns and who can have guns. Maybe do some evaluations. Take certain kind of guns off the street. That'd be awesome. Like the machine guns. Maybe if you want to take that off the street, that's cool. But handguns and stuff, some people say handguns is more dangerous than the machine guns and all that. But you got to think about it either way. Either way, you bring guns out. I love guns. I don't want to. I don't be flashing guns all over the place like that. Or I don't carry gun. I used to carry guns all over every day, any day, all day. But now I'm more kind of calm with it. I'm kind of chill out with it, and it's just for protection. It's not, and not to say that you got the gun so you feel like you're the man with a gun in the hand. No, I can definitely carry myself well without having a gun on me because I behave myself. I know how to, I never got into no thing where I had to flash my gun to somebody to show that I'm bigger than them. I never did things like that. So just I think in Liberia it's more of people should be able to carry guns, but not like that. Have guns in the house as for safety issues because maybe it could be armed robbery, and when people know that people got guns, it'd be hard for people to come in and just run up in your house. So I think it's cool if the government passed that law. That'd be awesome. And maybe a businessman could carry a gun, just for safety, certain people in society, or you do your evaluation. I think it will help the government too in bringing more funds in the country. For example, people buying like the 12 gauge from the government to hunt. The government have a gun store where you can go, or maybe people can have a gun dealer can be in Liberia with a gun store, and where you can have people go purchase guns and at least the 12 gauge, hunting rifles. That'd be awesome to have in Liberia just for hunting, and it could help the government with so many different issues like funds, more money coming into the government because the hunters going to go out there and pay their dues, pay maybe taxes on their guns, and when they buy guns and the bullets and all these things, it could be a money making thing in Liberia. But not just to carry gun to shoot people, and the law should be tough on that. Just in case they should be able to do ballistics and all these different things when it comes to guns. You should be able to track the guns, track how many bullets. Maybe people should report, on their bullets, what they use it for, and all that. Let's say if you buy 100 bullets and you shooting there, you should be able to report it what you're using it for. Just like the military, you got to give an account of what or every bullet you use or whatever. So you got to do that. So it's more of people should really kind of adjust the system where they can use it and they won't have problem. They won't have problem in just carrying a gun. He's just making a lot of noise, dude. Not going nowhere. Excuse me. Anyway, so as I was saying, you you can they can do it where they can control it. It's cool. But right now, we don't have a lot of citizens in Liberia with guns. We got a lot of, people in the government that carry guns, maybe. Like the police, maybe. The military, maybe. And the military don't even carry guns like that unless, they go into war or whatever in Liberia. So they don't really walk around with guns. So, I think Liberia gun is controlled big time. Way, 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 way more than any country really. So if somebody got a gun in Liberia, I think it's illegal. I think that like last time I was watching they're talking about a gun where you can go and register your shotgun or whatever, or your 12 gauge shotgun, your single barrel or whatever. You can register that if you're a hunter or whatever. So if I go to Liberia and I want to be if I go to Liberia and I want to be a hunter or whatever, I go and register my gun from the government and talk to the government, see how I can get my guns or how I can order a gun or how I can, bring gun in the country, maybe through a dealer or whatever in Liberia that has, the rights to bring gun into Liberia. I can go through that process. And I think it's a process that they can let you have it, but I'm not sure, you won't be able to carry maybe a handgun or a machine gun or whatever if you go through the system. I think you can get a 12 gauge shotgun, and that would be awesome because I love having something just holding on the farm just in case, and maybe some a wildlife situation where things get out of hand, or maybe certain snakes or whatever that I don't want to get close to. I can shoot it or whatever, or maybe some animal when I go to hunt or whatever, and just there's a whole lot of scenarios out here that we can look at in gun control. So Liberia is great if Liberia has a gun control, and I think we do in Liberia. We do have gun control, so people can just carry guns around. Even machetes, you cannot walk around with it like that. It has to be in something. It has to be maybe hidden or something. So Liberia, we look at Liberia as an outlaw country, but it's not. Liberia has rules and regulations that some people maybe just don't follow. So it's here and there, but hopefully it gets better. Hopefully, they do it where you can be able to carry guns because of certain circumstances. You can be able to carry guns to protect yourself. Because criminals don't care. People that commit crime like that don't care. They can carry their gun anyway. If you get caught, what's gonna happen? They're probably gonna get locked up, call somebody that they know in the government, and they're gonna get out. Liberia always been like that. It's not even just the current government. People, and I see people blaming a lot of things on this present government, but Liberia has been like that forever. And hopefully it changed, but it cannot change in a day's time. So that's why you don't hear me on here bashing or talking bad about the current president, you know, like, I can talk. I'm more like a history kind of guy. I can talk about something that already happened. Then I can elaborate. Then I can sit down and analyze things. But I cannot say anything right now because I don't really see anything coming from this current government about gun violations and all that in Liberia. Maybe there's some stuff going on, and maybe it comes from the police department or the military or whatever. But I don't really have anything against guns being controlled. I don't really have anything against gun being in Liberia. Gun didn't kill people in Liberia. Liberians kill each other in Liberia. So people is killing each other with machetes. People is killing each other with chainsaws. People are killing each other. Poisoning is still going on. So all these different things. So not to take too much of your time, I say thank you, and hopefully I could be able to carry my guns in Liberia when I'm in Liberia. I can be able to buy guns. I can be able to order guns. I can be able to import guns, just for my personal use. Not in the city. Maybe you know what they tell you. All right, out of city limits, guns should be kept in your house. Maybe guns should be kept in the safe in your house. Some rules like that, you know. But maybe when I go to Liberia, I will go to wherever I need to go to talk to them to be able to get a gun in Liberia, because I like doing everything legit. I like doing everything legal. I like doing everything with law and in the jurisdiction of the law. I like following and things like that. So if I see it's not working for me, I just move out, because you got to live by rules and regulations. You got to live by law. So I'd rather see that happen. I'd rather see a better gun control in Liberia where we can be able to carry guns to. And then the criminal thing gonna go down, crime rate gonna go down, because people gonna know people got guns, people protecting themselves and all these things. Because it's a country that come from a past of decade of war, and it's a whole lot of traumatized people. It's a whole lot of, matter of fact, and the poverty is really high, because who knows, after a war, the economy gonna be hard. It's gonna be messed up. So we cannot just blame everything right now on the government. So it's a whole lot of things here and there running around. People can blame stuff. We do blame some stuff. No matter what. No government is perfect, but we can pray for better. We can pray for things to change and gets better, and hopefully it does. Hopefully, like the gun control we're talking about, I think there is gun control in Liberia. Just that everybody's not gonna follow that. Everybody's not gonna follow up with it. But as far as I'm concerned, I would definitely, when I go to Liberia, I would try to be to get a gun legally, even if it's a shotgun or 12 gauge shotgun, just to have it, because I'm a farmer. Every farmer need a gun. It's just something that's necessary. Because we don't have the police not gonna drive from all the way Monrovia and come all the way in the forest where I'm at, just in case something happened, to protect me. So I need to walk with a gun. So, and I don't think it's a bad thing in Liberia. I think everybody, I think farmers got guns. I think people got single barrels. So that's awesome. So I'll just go through the legal process to get it, instead of just sit there and talk about, oh no, no guns in Liberia. And there's gun in Liberia. There's single barrels and stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned. So I don't know if I touch on what you wanted me to touch on, but let me know, and things like that. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you all. Appreciate the love.